Hello, everybody. Hi. We're here with some more No Room for a Wallflower with our brave, intrepid Lancer pilots. Say hi, everybody.
You can't tell me what to say.
Hi, everybody.
I'm the
Goodbye,
game master. I
everybody.
can tell you exactly what to say.
No, you. Hello, interpret.
That's called
Hello,
railroading.
everybody.
That is called railroading. You're right. I can't.
Greetings, everyone.
Yeah. Hello, intrepid Lancer pilots.
Good tidings, Fred.
How's everybody feeling tonight? We ready for some more, everyone's favorite mech tabletop role-playing game?
I crave violence.
No. BattleTech?
Is BattleTech a war game or is it a role-playing game?
It's a role-playing game.
I always wanted to do that stupid joke.
I think it can be both.
I'm sorry
it's
for leaving
both.
the call. I just went to be.
That's fair.
Like, oh,
That's
are you
fair,
ready?
Von
And then
Barn.
said
That's
no.
fair. The other of everyone's favorite, the not BattleTech one, the one that Tom Bloom made. We're playing that one.
You mean Heavy Gear?
Oh my god. We're playing Lancer tonight. So, I'm gonna unpause this. And, once again, does everybody want to introduce themselves and introduce who they are going to be playing?
Sure.
Why don't we start with you, Varn?
Oh, god damn it. Hello, my name is Varnus. I'm playing Rook, who is currently also known as Rykard Blanchard, who is currently on his way to trying to find out what happened to his older brother who was on this planet before him. All he's learned is that the resistance group they're currently fighting against, it turns out his older brother might have been the leader of.
I don't know if leader is the right word, but might have been pretty
high up.
Pretty high up, yeah. All right.
Thank
you very much.
While y'all are introducing and letting everyone know what happened, I'm just gonna go to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back.
All right. So, that is Rykard Blanchard. Why don't we go across the icons at the bottom? So, next would be Bust, Denko Essex.
Hello, I'm 4Cartridge. I'm playing Bust, a former starship captain with a penchant for some extremely bad luck. She's mostly just along for the ride. And, well, we got shot ever since we got off of the dropship, so it's been a hell of a one.
Yeah, their dropship got shot down by a pesky sniper.
I didn't know you could 360 no-scope starships.
You need a really... Well, she didn't... Well, they didn't no-scope the dropship. But you just need a really big sniper rifle. Like a mech-scaled sniper rifle. Anyway, so that is our bad luck, our cursed with bad luck space pirate. Now, let's go with the old woman of the team, Granny Kaspersky. Kylisa, would you like to introduce yourself and your character?
Hello, I am playing Michelle Kaspersky, a space Russian lady who is currently trying to find out why she got a message from a former partner of hers who died on Hercynia. She shouldn't be alive anymore. Why is this Silent Hill shit happening?
Yep. Exactly. It's really, really spooky, and there's some weird stuff going on with that signal. It traced to 2 locations, one of which to the planet's north pole, known as the Absolute Dead Zone. Totally not ominous.
Totally.
Hey, Fawn! Thank you for the lurk! Alright, now let's keep going across and,
Hold on, can I say something real quick?
yeah, sure. But then it's Jess's turn to introduce themselves.
So, while I was going to the bathroom, I heard a ton of clawing outside. I look outside, I see fucking 80 crows going toward this one forest that everyone in town suspects is their communal roosting area. It was funny.
Thank you
The
for
call
that.
for you.
Thank you for that, Varnus. Now,
Sorry.
Jess, would you like to Retro, would you like to introduce yourself and your character Jess?
What is up, you bitches? This is Retro, and we're playing Jess. She's a no-nonsense explosion bitch. She wants to blow everything up, and she will blow up everyone if she can. And she's gonna kidnap someone, hopefully, if the game master will let me.
If by no nonsense you mean all the nonsense, then yes.
Exactly. I was about to say that.
Listen, you're not the one. Yeah, I wasn't the one that played Baby Shark in my mech. Remember that?
That's
Oh, that's
true. Jess is the team's resident chaos goblin who loves making things go boom.
Nary, can I report a technical issue?
What is it?
It seems like the ratio on your stream is a little compressed right now.
Uh-huh.
Like the character, like I saw the picture on my screen and I saw the picture on your stream, and it's like super compressed right now. Is that supposed to be how it is?
That is not supposed to be how it is. Let me try and fix that. How is it now?
Nah, my joke's not worth it. My
Is it
joke's
better?
Much better, darling.
Awesome. All right, then.
This Varnus is trying to calm himself. This Varnus is
All
just too
right,
much energy.
and
I'm
hey,
sorry.
look who just joined us. Hey, Olive.
I am here.
You're finally here. Olive, would you like to, before we get to the very end of the line, would you like to introduce your character, Ratcatcher Ismed Leduc Haggins?
Yes, so Ratcatcher is a little shit and a criminal who does not have morals. She is by far the best member of the team, obviously.
Bullshit.
Agreed.
There. Well,
I don't
that is
recall
as
you
a
bisecting a berserker mech in a single shot.
to save
I remember right.
I don't see you
Didn't
blowing up
I
a
make
house.
that roll? Just saying.
Yeah.
I don't see y'all blowing up houses.
I feel
We're
like
not supposed
that,
to blow up the houses.
I feel like
Fuck
that was
you.
Michelle hacking your mech and doing a better job with it than you.
Oh, I see how it is.
The
when
kids
you
are
also
fighting.
have
Hey,
causing
kids!
them
Don't
fighting.
make
to
me
me with
turn
my
this
psychic
car. Don't make
powers.
me turn this car around.
Oh dear.
No,
I'll behave.
we're just,
I'll
we're just
behave.
joshing each other. Don't worry.
All right.
And much like me, myself, as you just saw, she is prone to causing infighting for the comedic.
No, I
Yeah.
think it was more
Also,
of a,
she
more like
specializes
fun
in melee.
fighting here.
Yes.
Not like oh I see how it's more like teasing.
Thank you for the sheep scream, Thea. Let's continue on introducing our characters with last
Oh, I can
but
do a cheap scream.
God, can we get to this so we can
Okay.
play the game? Thea, would you like to introduce Gundega?
Hi, I'm Thea the Mech Pilot. I'm a streamer and friend of Nere's. Retro is my partner. Olive is my sister. I'm here to vibe. I'm friends with everyone else here. I'm playing Gundega Tutio, also known as Fencer, a ex-Merc commander turned prisoner turned Lancer once again. She struggles a lot in her pain and has a fucking hatred for the corporations.
And Ratcatcher.
All right then.
Oh, can I do the sheep stream now?
So yeah, we are indeed beginning the stream.
I have an evil idea for when Neri bullies me in the game.
Oh my god. So, do we need a recap of what happened last time?
Yeah, they do.
That would be lovely.
Yes,
So,
please.
last time on No Room for a Wallflower, you had just rescued the Chows, Maggie, Waggy, their son Albert, Albert's wife, and their kids from a horde of subalterns and like agriculture and welding drones gone completely rogue that had been hijacked by this weird SecCom era broadcast that seemed to just infect and drive all the machines around it crazy. And you defeated it, rescued them, and a conversation was had with the Chows, learned about Calypso, recovered a strange black box from the old SecCom era mech, and then some new faces. Patience was very, very concerned about the subalterns, acting up. Patience being the NHP governor of Evergreen, you all remember. And in particular, he is concerned because Evergreen's population of subalterns, it's still a human colony, but the population of, like, manual labor subalterns far surpasses the number of humans living in Evergreen. So Patience is very concerned, and he called a specialist team from Landmark Colonial to basically investigate the strange things that happened at the Chow farm. Also to secure and upload all of Patience's data in the event that something does go wrong at Evergreen. And basically to act as another flexible Lancer team. As you all met, the members of Contingency White, Landmark Colonial's personal private elite Lancer team. And two of whom are old familiar faces of yours. Eddie Wu, the team leader, who was familiar with who had previously worked on missions with Babushka, with Michel, and Anne Laurent, their techie, their NHP specialist, who,
aka Besco.
yeah, who Jess and Fencer remember from prison. And I think Ratcatcher would have been in the same prison. I think you also would have known Jess. Not Jess,
Yes.
well, Jess, but also you also would have known Anne Laurent.
Yes.
The company, not only that, but because the militia is, like, so green still, the Merricktown Regiment of Foot was brought in from Merricktown, which is a gray town, sort of not really under Evergreen's jurisdiction, to basically help train up their militia. And you all met Mr. Davenrish, the leader of the Merricktown Regiment of Foot. And so that happened. I believe, Jess, was it? Either Jess or Rook, who went, scavenging for old, parts.
Oh, that was me.
That was
It was
Jess?
both of us.
Oh, yeah, you both
was
went out
both
together
of us.
to, dig up the past downtime, looking for, like, old stuff. And you met a scientist who was looking for fossilized remains of Egregorians, the alien race that once inhabited this planet. And Babushka went over to the Omni node to figure out more information on her dead friend Calypso, who sent her this mysterious message, and why her signal was traced to 2 locations simultaneously. The absolute dead zone to the polar north, not at all an ominous name, and Saint Tellus. And by all accounts, everyone you met in Evergreen who had personal experience with Saint Tellus said pretty much the same thing, that Saint Tellus is no good, that Saint Tellus is a bunch of bad, theocratic, fundamentalist, militaristic douchebags. But still, that is where, Calypso's signature came from. Apart from the absolute dead zone, which is also, where she was last alive. So, we are currently in downtime. Half the party has taken their downtime actions. Well, no, half the party has taken half of their downtime actions. 3 of you, being Rook, Michelle, and Jess, you all have 1 downtime action left. Gundega, Ratcatcher, and Bust, you all have 2 downtime actions left. What would you like to do?
I'll start if that's okay.
Go for it.
First thing first, Gundega's gonna clear her throat and then leave a voice message for all the team. Look, I know I haven't been the best leader as I could be, so why don't we all go down for a bit of R&R at the down at the well? It doesn't hurt.
Fuck yeah.
Going to the bottom of the well?
Yep. Do some R&R at the bottom of the well. Who's willing to join me?
Hell yeah.
No.
It was going. Oh yeah, it was going to meet what's her name? There too.
Who are you talking about?
Yeah.
Remember, Gundega has not met this person yet and is unaware that she is there.
I'm trying to remember her name.
Anne Laurent?
Yeah, Anne Lauren. You remember her from prison? She is back. She's on the planet.
Wait, who?
Wait, you don't remember?
No, who are you talking about? You cut out for me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Anne Laurent, you remember from prison, she was kind of a, very quiet, almost catatonic girl who was always, like, having these, nervous mental breakdowns, freaking out, but she was nice to you, but just extremely, extremely timid. You remember her, a lot of times she would build, like, these weird, intricate little toys out of just, scrap metal and things that she would just find lying around and just build little toys out of them. Clearly, like, very, very much a brand of neurospicy in some way, but also really kind of just, like, prison was not easy on her. And when you last saw her, she was being dragged off by some, Smith Shimano, suits.
I thought she was dead.
I know, right? Like, I thought she did that too, but apparently she's okay. She's actually talking a lot, too. Like, I told her to meet us at the bottom of the well.
Jess. Alright, she can join us too, I guess.
Hell yeah.
So, this might actually count towards your contingency white relationship clock, too. If you're gonna spend some time drinking with Anne Laurent, I'm going to show the players the CRT relationship clock. Do y'all see that?
Yep.
Basically, that shows how much the CRT contingency white, how much they like you guys. They're here at the behest of Landmark Colonial. They're here to work with you. It could be like how that plays out really depends on how you guys get along with them. They could be friendly rivals. They could be have your back no matter what, ride or die, even if it goes against direct orders. That's if you have a max relationship clock. Or they could be bitter enemies. That's if if all the spots on their relationship clock go down.
I like bitter enemies.
No, we need all the help we can get.
I'm
Your
sorry,
friend
I
is
prefer
probably a
sweet
science
enemies.
experiment for SSC, so have fun with that.
Yeah, she is, but also your old comrade, Eddie, who you remember literally body blocking for you in his Sagarmatha, getting wounded in the process to take a shot that was aimed at you, is now the leader of Contingency White.
Oh, that's fair. Question for Gundega. Is this invite like the first thing you're sending out?
Yeah, she's just clearly needing a drink. She's like,
And will attending it count as one of my down actions, Nary?
That's up to you. It doesn't have to.
So my only concern is, well, frankly, I don't think Michelle would attend. I think Michelle is too busy
With the
kind of doing her own thing.
that tracking down Calypso and investigating that strange black box you found.
Yeah, she's not exactly here to make friends.
All right. So,
oh,
who is going
after-
to attend the bottom of the well? Also, what are we doing at the bottom of the well? I could roll.
My character, Rook's kind of busy right now, isn't he?
It's up to you guys.
Well, I can't really join because unless because remember I'm still fucking.
I think with how this goes is that if you're having this consume one of your actions, it's like you have the time to do this and whatever you're doing.
Yeah, this will not count as a downtime action except for Gundega.
Yeah, I'm going.
I'm doing
also
it mostly
going.
for roleplay / character reasons.
Okay.
Honestly, not sure Rook would go because I don't really view him as the drinking kind of person.
Go play darts.
Let's see.
Be the DD. Baby Shark
Okay.
starts playing again, and
You know,
wherever
you're right. Yeah, I'll have
Jess
him
is.
go.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
I'll
hey,
have Rook
Rook's
go,
not
'cause
gonna
he-
be the only teetotaler there. I mean, Dr. Singh is gonna be there too.
Who's that again? I'm sorry, it's been a long time. I'm not.
Dr. Balsam Singh, the CRT's medical officer. Which, by the way, I found this out. Apparently, Sikh men will always carry a curved dagger called a kirpan, so you're right about that. That was... Alright, CRT. But I also...
I think that was something I brought up.
Yeah, you did bring that up. This guy.
Oh yeah, I remember.
So, for anyone that doesn't attend, Gundega's going to basically send out a letter like, I'm disappointed.
You cut out
Disappointed?
the
Disappointed? You cut out.
Yep. Gundega basically is going to send a letter that says, I'm disappointed in you. We'll talk about this later.
So, who is
I'll wait.
and isn't going to R&R down the well?
Rook's
Me,
going.
I'm going. I'm
yeah,
going.
Bust is going.
All right, Bust is going.
Counter message.
And I'm
Counter
coming.
message to Gundega. You aren't my mother. Ismet is not going.
Oh God. So it's all but
I
2 members of the team.
Yeah, I think I would say something like, "How cute! I look forward to our conversation."
as and then you just go back to focusing on these tech mysteries that have been laid at your feet.
Exactly. Sorry, too busy with my special interest. Get fucked. Oh wait, sorry, that's Michelle Ferguson. I'm Kaspersky right now.
Yeah, different character.
Different character, same attitude.
More or less.
So as as Gundega walks into the bottom of the well, opens the door, you hear a high-pitched squeal of Gundega!
No!
And a missile in the shape of a purple-haired cyborg woman just slams headfirst into your stomach in a big, tight hug. I missed you, 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 I missed you! Oh my god, I missed you so much!
Wait. Can I roll a d20 to see if Rook accidentally got tackled at the same time since he was next to them?
Go for it.
Gundega's not falling over. Gundega's standing strong, just like her mech Radagast, and is just awkwardly patting her on the head.
Okay, Rook manages to dodge out of the way. God, could you imagine getting hit in the torso by a robotic arm by accident?
Gundega stands firm, much like her mech Radagast, just sort of awkwardly pats her on the head. Hey Anne, can you please not crush my windpipe?
Oh, right. Sorry. I just got so happy to see you. It's been so long. I haven't seen you since prison. How are you? You have your own. You're a team leader now. That's so cool. And just like you know,
She's a bitch, is what she is.
Gundega seems uncomfortable, almost as if this isn't the quiet girl she knew, and is like, yeah. She looks at her up and down, and is gonna read a situation to try and get a vibe on like how loyal, how invested in this, if she's hiding anything.
Okay, so give me read a situation. She just seems happy to see you.
Still unnerving because it's not the same attitude. Gundega's gonna clear her throat. Good to see you too. What do you like to drink? And she's gonna walk up to the bar and sit down and order a few drinks.
Ooh, do they have anything caffeinated? You sit down,
Please don't give her any caffeine.
you sit down,
Do it.
next to, a blue turbaned man with a curved dagger on his hip, who is just appears to be drinking chai. So, like...
Can I get a cup of chai for the one next to me, for him? I said to the bartender.
Oh, sure thing. And also next to, further down from him is just there's Eddie and, this lady. And, who's just, pretty much Eddie, Anne, and Balsam are pretty much just all business. And then at the very end is just a guy who's just scowling, sharpening a K-bar knife at the end of the bar. And you can see that, like, on his hard suit, he's scrawled with, like, white chalk or something, or paint, Mauler.
Great.
And this guy just seems like he is just ready to pick a fight.
Ain't this great though? We got the old friends back. All we need to do is bust out some of the old ones after this job, and then we can fucking cause chaos anywhere.
Hey, wait. What's this about causing chaos? I thought you were going to leave that behind you after this job.
Fuck you.
The guy with the blue turban kind of speaks up and is like, Neurosmoke, I look forward to working with you. Dr. Balsam Singh, medical officer. Pleasure.
Fencer clears her throat. Nice to meet you, Dr. Singh. I'm Gundega Tutsio, call sign Fencer.
A pleasure, Miss Tuzio. I have previously worked with Mirror Smoke on operations in the third and fourth rings. My experiences was that you are reputable and capable.
You could say that.
Starting to wonder what my reputation is.
Oh, it's dog shit knowing you.
Definitely better than yours.
Uh-huh, sure. Let's see here. Who fucking did get the sniper, huh? It was you.
Who is that? Former convict who is basically only allowed out of jail because she's decent with a mech.
Listen, I'm
You
planning
can steal that
shit,
line.
okay?
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm sorry, I'm not there. I'm not there.
You see
Listen.
Gundega clear her throat. I'm sorry for the rudeness, sir.
Oh. No, it is no issue. If you think that was rudeness, you should, and he kind of like scowls a little as he looks back to Mauler. You should try working with this one. He is insufferable. Yeah, well, fuck you too, Soul Sing.
Look.
Hey. No reason for us to get so angry with each other, right?
I'm not.
Oh,
we
that's
can
just
get along.
Mauler being Mauler. Anne pipes up.
Gundega's gonna
Oh.
frown slightly and it's gonna be like, I'm not here for drama. I'm just here to get a drink and enjoy my time with my crew and y'all. Okay?
And Eddie Wu kind of comes over. It's like, Mirror Smoke team leader, I take it?
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Our resident tech witch spoke pretty highly of you.
It's a pleasure. Mr. Wu, I assume.
That would be me. He's got like a glass of whiskey and he's, as always, is chomping on a stogie. Heavily scarred. The scars he got, taking a block for, Babushka back in the day. Kind of salt and pepper. He's like going gray. Very much all business. I mean, you know, between you and me, I sort of have the feeling that this deployment's gonna be a bit of a milk run. But hey.
Buddy.
Doesn't matter if it's a milk run or not, I still intend to do the job and do it right.
Mr. Wu, as someone who's been cloned a few times, it's never that easy, I can say. She's gonna walk over. What would you like to drink? Can I cover your whiskey?
Oh, well, that's mighty generous of you.
Give me some of that ancient Union Crown Royal stuff, she says. Put it on my tab.
I'm trying to remember her name.
Which one?
I'm sorry, I'm so bad with names. The Sunshine. I'm gonna call Sunshine. From
Anne
Anne.
Laurent?
Yeah, Anne. So just gonna like, kind of like tap her shoulder with her arm. Like, hey, what happened to you after prison? Last time I saw you, you got dragged out by some corporal shit.
Oh, so, you know what I was in prison for, right?
No, not really.
So, I basically broke
Nonviolent
into a...
Are you okay?
Everything okay?
No, I'm having Rook say that to them.
Yeah, and you're gonna see Gandega sigh and say, you were in for a non-violent offense. You broke into a Smith Shimano Corp facility. I'm assuming, given that you're their NHP specialist, you fuck with those fuckers.
I mean, Demosians. I prefer to call them Demosians. Non-human person sounds a bit, impersonal.
Racist.
You see
God
Gandega
damn.
grab her drink, down it, slam it on the counter, turn to her. They're people.
They are people, and,
Then call
We're all
them people.
people. Everything
like people,
that has
and you
emotions
fuck
is a
shit.
person.
Except a
right?
majority of them do fuck shit. So call them people.
yeah.
She clearly had a nerve struck.
It's just the
Just like-
non-human part. I mean, Connie's treated me with more humanity than most humans have.
Connie?
Oh, and Eddie kind of interjects, Connie's the name of our shipboard NHP.
Yeah.
You immediately see Gundega's eyes pupils narrow, and she is clenching her fist. What?
Look,
Hold on. Can I interject something?
I would like to hear why.
Yes or no? Could I?
go ahead.
Can we hear what Gundega is gonna do?
Fine.
No, Rook can go ahead and interrupt. If he sees Gundega...
No. I wanted to say something out of character.
Oh, well, wait then. Gundega's gonna say, so here's the deal. Standing up, walking over to Anne, you're one of the few people that knows what an NHP has done to me, and you work with them. Why?
I thought it was Yasmin Warwick who betrayed you.
An NHP helped her.
What? You mean the breakback shipping NHP wasn't... It helped her? Anne
Yes.
honestly kind of looked shocked. I mean, they are people, and like you said, some gentle, like Connie, some not, like, I guess, Warwick's NHP. But also, when I broke into that Smith Shimano facility, they had a casket, an NHP casket, and they were experimenting on them. And I just couldn't. I couldn't sit back and just let it happen, so I did.
You unplugged it?
I did a stupid thing, yeah. And
You
So wait, you failed it?
You unshackled it like a dumbass.
Hey, let's not be so
I'm kinda
hard on
proud.
them.
I'm kind of proud of you.
it.
So now there's a god AI walking around.
Oh
fucking
no!
with
Oh
shit.
no! 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 It was shelled from orbit. It's dead, but I'm never gonna make that mistake again.
Ah, come on, that would have been good. You should have blown it up.
It was my fault.
Gundega's gonna chuckle. You call them people, but you don't. Hypocrisy. I can't fucking stand it. Give me 2 more drinks and I'm going out for a smoke.
It's
Ignore
my
her.
fault
She's.
that it died. It died because of me. And
It-
and Mauler kind of like stabs his knife into the counter and is like, that chick seems like she needs her teeth knocked in.
And she's fine. She's just a little bit bitchy. She's on her period. But, like, it's fine.
And
And
just
immediately with
looks
that,
like
you
Jess.
see-
And just looks at Jess as she says that, and it's like, wow, okay. And the whole CRT kind of just shakes their head at you, like disapprovingly.
You see
What the
Spencer
fuck?
turn around and immediately say, "Get the fuck back to your room. You're done here." You immediately see Finster say, "I'm not going to fucking be disrespected by a lower level subordinate. I should not have lashed out at Anne, and for that, Anne, I am sorry, but we do not tolerate sexist bullshit here."
Yeah,
Fuck you.
listen. Miss Gandega, it's fine. I'm sorry. Hey. And Eddie kind of pops up and sort of puts like some mana in Gundega's hand and says, "Thanks for the drink. Get
I
yourself
don't
something
want your
nice, you
money.
hear?"
I don't want your money. I'll get it myself. I'm sorry for the inconvenience I caused.
Listen,
She's gonna give it back to him, order her drinks, and go out for a smoke. Clearly, she had a PTSD episode.
yeah.
Oh wait, could I now say the out of character thing?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm cool with it.
So this other group and everything, it was very funny. We were talking about Gundam 00 earlier before we started stream, because man, I could see them going down the path that the Gundam Throne pilots did.
God damn.
Am I wrong?
Not really. Not really. I could see that happening, but it depends on how things play out.
Yeah, like how we interact with them and how they interact with us could very quickly devolve into that.
Mm-hmm.
Just basically just downs a whole bottle of alcohol.
So,
Wait, would that therefore make Gundega is it Gundega or Babushka's layer? I keep getting them mixed up.
And there you go.
Gundega's just lock on Stratos, even though I'm the one with the sniper rifle.
Yeah.
I also have to roll.
Personality's more like Alleluia's.
Gundega's
I
more
also-
the Setsuna of the team.
Yeah.
I would be the lock-on Stratos. But can we
Yeah.
get back on track here, folks?
Yeah.
I
Let's get
will
back on
say-
track.
I have to roll a d20 for organizing this event for the downtime.
Go for it. So, Jess, remember how I told you that, I'd tell you how I, ooh. 18. Nice, nice, nice. Let me look up, what that means for R&R down the well. Despite, despite that, the little drama that happened, the CRT doesn't seem to be holding it against you on an 18. It went pretty well. So, 2d6 to represent the goodwill generated. You can make 1 accuracy, if you were present on a skill check during the next mission.
Well, Alright, I also want to use one of those 2d6 right now, if that's okay.
Go for it.
I'm going to roll to inspire. I'm going to buy everyone drinks. I'm going to tap my glass. For those who here and aren't here, I apologize for me and my crew's crassness. To brighter futures, to better futures, for Hercinia.
Eddie raises his glass and goes, "Here, here."
To a better future for all.
Oh, that's a credit.
And, yeah. Everybody, toasts along with you. Even Balsam, who's drinking, chai. And
Rook, who's drinking water.
And, Mauler just kind of, like, grumbles a bit, but he toasts along with you. Like, nah. So, Jess, I did promise I'd tell you this, how I, wound up working for SSC.
Yeah, what the hell happened?
So, I guess Mirror Smoke gave you an offer as well, seeing as you're a mech pilot for Mirror Smoke now?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yep.
SSC made me a similar offer. Pay for my full...
What was
They'd
that?
cover my full cybernetic suite. My full... all my surgeries and upgrades, and, but in return, I'm basically... well... for lack of a better word... my contract is for life.
Oh, those motherfuckers.
Hey.
What do
Listen.
you mean by for life?
I mean, I'm gonna be in a cockpit fighting for SSC until I'm dead. Considering what I did to their facility and everyone in it, I know it wasn't me that killed those people, but it was me who unshackled that NHP, so I gotta make that... I know nothing I do will bring those people back, but I gotta make things right somehow.
Killing
wasn't
yourself
your
isn't
fault.
going to bring them back.
I don't intend to die just yet. It's just that...
That was a stupid deal, you know that?
well, it was this or rot in a cage for the rest of my life, Jess. You saw how I was in prison.
Yes, I know. Was you... Did you at least negotiate?
I wasn't exactly in a position to negotiate.
Fuck. God, fucking corpos.
And, you'll see the other woman in the CRT kind of like, puts a hand on Emma's shoulder. It's like, don't sweat it, kid. It's a shit show all around. So, you're Anne's
That-
friend?
Yep, name's Jess.
Broad Street. Emma Broad Street.
And my name is Rook. I guess
That's
I'm
your
also
call
Jessica.
sign. What's your name?
Oh, Rykard.
Rykard?
Yeah. It's a pleasure to meet you too.
Likewise.
Would you like to have a drink with the rest of us? I'm only having water.
Cassie, I kinda introduced the CRT early. They're not on the Evergreen. Don't spoil stuff for them, please. We're technically on downtime. They have not... Hold on, I'm just gonna DM Cassie.
Swear.
But yeah. Yeah, don't spoil the story. I did introduce the CRT early.
If they're spoiling in chat, don't worry. I'm not even fucking watching chat because I'm fucking stupid.
Yee.
Yeah, it has to.
I know I'm one of your mods, but I'm not exactly the smartest. I'm not exactly the smartest grape in the crayon box.
Yeah.
You might say you're a bird brain.
But still, you know what I do think happens because you rolled an 18. Because you rolled an 18.
Hey, this is a holdup. Put the awoos.
Cinnamon sticks,
in the
thank you
bag.
for the awoos. Thank you for the biddies. Awoo! So,
Alright, so folks,
the CRT relationship clock, because you rolled an 18 to organize R&R down the well.
not an 18, a 26.
A 26. Holy fuck. Would that be, I do
Great, yeah.
think that would be +1 to the CRT relationship clock. At least.
Hell yeah.
Yep, can we get that out of there?
By the way, folks in the chat, thank you for watching. We appreciate all of you.
We do appreciate all of you. Yeah, sorry I haven't
We
been...
love you!
We love you. Sorry I haven't been as attentive. I kind
I
of have...
don't love them.
Excuse me?
I'm
Let's
kidding.
blow
I'm
up that.
kidding. The Varnai are not allowed to hate unless given permission to hate anyway.
Yeah, so...
Everyone, get TNT and light it.
Right?
Alright, let's continue.
Let's continue.
I believe that
Yeah.
Olive needs to do her downtime.
Yes, Olive and Bust, you two need to do downtime actions.
Yes, I will actually be doing the same downtime action for both of them.
What is it?
And that is digging into the past.
Alright, I'll have to make a dig up the past, dig up the past downtime action for you, Rat Catcher. So let me make another clock here, cause... Dig up the past.
And then I just roll a flat d20, right?
Yeah.
Which of these buttons?
Is anybody going with, Rat Catcher to dig up the past?
I'll go for
I will
one
be-
of them. Oh, go ahead.
Bust will also be digging up the past.
We be digging up the past for real, for real.
For
Boo.
one of, I'll actually hold on to my second downtime action. Let them have some time in the spotlight.
So, I don't, I guess I'm just filling it out individually.
Oh, and I'll be back,
Yeah.
everyone.
Okay.
Because it's an individual clock, I do believe.
It is an individual clock, but give me a d20.
Alright.
How do I roll a d20?
Under the
Sorry.
chat window, where it says d20, do you see all the different dice icons? Just click on that and hit enter. And if there's 11. Okay, let me see what 11 does on 11 fills in 2 segments. So, would you like me to, you actually, as you're out digging up the past, you find, I'll switch over to, the Hercynian wilderness at first as you're out digging up the old scrap, and, you do come across, a little fossil of some sort. Maybe it's a fossil, maybe it's just a rock, but there was someone who asked you about fossils, wasn't there?
Mm-hmm.
And you also find, but yeah, it could be the remnant, what is left of Egregorian life, and that evergreen scientist was asking about it. But yeah, you get from you have you get enough salvage to also repair your mech to full during a rest. You can repair your mech during to full HP. Use on a quick repair or rest, like short rest basically, using the salvaged materials you got. So mark that off.
Oh, good.
Yep.
Let me do that.
I get 2 segments,
Mm-hmm.
and then I roll again for the second. Correct?
Yeah, roll again for the second.
To be clear, I think this is just Olive's character.
That is,
for
this
now.
is just for Olive's character for now, 4.
Okay, I'll do my other action later.
13, but I'm assuming Bust is with. So, 2 more for Ratcatcher, and you, gets, salvage that restores 1 structure as you discover something that looks not familiar to you. This is not the old past you're digging up. This is a far, far more recent past. I'm setting that to active as you come across... Whoops, let's get this out of here. What remains of the Rio Grande class dropship MSMC Gladius.
Sure.
Damn.
Up on the mountain north of Evergreen is where you come across it. You find some salvage there, but you can also tell someone has been here. Give me, like, some sort of spot or investigate roll, if any of you have that.
Do I have that? Time to check.
Would reading a situation apply?
Yes, it would.
Alright, so I'd get a +2 to this.
Yeah, go for it. 11?
Mm-hmm.
So, Bust. To Ratcatcher, this is just, some wreckage. But for you, this was not just a ship. It was home. This is the ship that Sydney rescued you in while you were stranded in the Long Rim. This was where you guys lived for weeks on end as you traveled between station to station. You made a blockade runs to free Sanjak in this bunch of scrap that will never fly again. And on a 7, Ismed, you know this ship, and you can tell someone's been here. Someone's picked apart a lot of it. But Bust, you see something that Ismed does not. And you manage to grab her and pull her out of the way just in time as an anti-personnel mine detonates near the wreckage.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
It seems that
Bust.
whoever was here before you has left some surprises.
Bust is now pissed.
Somebody,
This is my home, and I
somebody
used to
seems to be leaving presents.
Go
somebody's trying to blow up the place I used to live in. I'm pissed.
It's already
Okay.
pretty blown up. Like, it's never gonna fly again. It's just in pieces. Psalm's bullet it didn't kill Sydney, and, who's now in Ranger captivity. But somewhere. But it seems, as best you can tell, that the Rangers that captured Sydney, under the command of that mysterious young woman, have laid these anti-personnel mines, after salvaging what they could from this dropship, laid a bunch of anti-personnel mines among the wreckage in order to hopefully catch one of you as you came out here to investigate the wreckage.
Okay.
They weren't trying to blow up the dropship. The
They were trying to
Gladius
blow
is
us up.
the Gladius is thoroughly blown up. They were trying to blow you up.
Yeah. So all of this damage looks like it was done from Psalm's bullet, or does some of it look like anti-personnel mine explosions?
You can see, sort of, I guess, right here, where Psalm, among, like, the engine, where Psalm's bullet impacted, it just ripped, the ship apart. A lot of this damage, it broke into pieces during the crash. The anti-personnel mines they're fragmentation mines. They're like claymores. They will turn a organic target into Swiss cheese, but they're not for blowing up large vehicles. So all the damage that has been done to it is from when it got shot and smacked into the Hercynian ground.
Yeah, the bullet basically probably got in, penetrated, and then exploded into so much shrapnel inside the ship.
Mm-hmm. And
All
you're
right.
realizing just how lucky Sydney was to eject.
When she did.
Yeah. Of course, now she's probably sitting somewhere, wherever the Rangers are, hands tied behind her, maybe with a bag under her head. Over her head.
Why are we
You have-
being watched?
Give me a read a situation check.
Oh wait, no. Guff.
Not that you can tell.
Okay. Not that I can tell. But it wouldn't... But someone smart would leave an eye behind.
Yeah.
So,
Still,
Ishmed, you see Bust basically look up around the corner, look up into her surroundings, and then you see her start to examine the ship with a very disappointed look on her face.
All right, Ratcatcher, what are you doing during all this?
Just generally looking around for any signs of whoever left the mines further.
All right. Give
At this point,
would
sorry.
that be? I would say that would be either spot or investigate.
I have spot.
Go for it.
I have no eyes.
Man, those Hercynian Rangers are really good at camouflage. However,
eyes even for.
However, you are, if they are watching you, which you can bet they probably are, they don't seem to be doing anything about it.
Yeah, I mean, two dead mech pilots equals 7 very angry mechs.
Yeah, they would have to contend with both your squad and the CRT, Contingency White. So, that is that all of your downtime actions, Olive?
I do believe so, unfortunately. I wish I could spend more downtime actions.
Yeah, it's 2 per player character. Bust!
Oh well.
What would your downtime actions be?
Bust is going to gather information.
Gather information?
Yes.
Alright, let me gather information. You poke your nose around, perhaps where it doesn't belong, and investigate something. So, same as what Babushka was doing for her first downtime action. What are you investigating?
In particular, I'm trying to get more information about Psalm.
So you're going to... You want to talk to Psalm? Or...
Yes.
Alright,
I'm
then.
probably doing this, like, extremely underground.
I mean, Psalm basically isn't let out of sight of one of the militia, and you can see that Psalm is under guard, and it looks like the guard today is Beeble and once again Novem, who are sort of standing guard around the shipping container that is being used as a makeshift jail for Psalm.
Mm-hmm.
Let me, they do let you go in. Psalm they look tired. You do hear, shouting over in, not like panicked shouting, but like, it's that Merricktown, regiment of foot, drill master, what was his name, Danjiro, is just laying into the militia. It's like, you worthless piece of garbage! And it's just the most angriest, drill sergeant you've ever heard. Psalm kind of like perks up and just looks outside, looks at the wall of the shipping container where that voice is coming from every time she hears it. Well, Psalm is they, them. I fucked up. What do you say to Psalm?
It's okay.
I say, yeah, that's how they train their militia. Probably not as efficient as a life outside, ain't it?
Psalm doesn't say anything.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want?
I was wondering if there was anything I could do to learn a bit more about the native to learn more about the people who call this place home, and not the landmark colonial flukies.
They do not seem to trust you, and they're like, why do you want to know? I told you before, though, a lot of those rangers that went into battle with me, the ones you guys killed, a lot of them had families. That cedar pilot you guys killed was a father. You know that, right? So, I think you'll understand if I don't exactly seem very forthcoming.
I understand. At which point Bust basically slinks out, and it's time to go into other sources. And there's always...
Oh, well, you didn't even roll for it?
I was gonna try to roll for it, but...
You can roll for it. You can roll for it.
Alright.
But,
Is this just a straight D20 roll?
unless you've got something that'll help you convince Psalm.
Not really. A lot of Bus's social skills are for people who are already inclined to listen to her.
Then just a flat D20.
Alright. $14. Alright, what does it say?
That's actually really good.
Mhm.
You leave clear evidence of your rummaging. You have to dispatch someone or implicate someone innocent to avoid attention.
I think the former one is going to lead to a lot more interesting, so... How do we want to play this, then?
Psalm kind of takes a deep breath. Let me tell you one thing, and one thing right now. I'm starting to admit you colonizers might not be who we thought you are. But compared to what is... Thank you, Thea, for this tense moment. But compared to what's really going on here, this whole shit show with Evergreen is just a sideshow to the real war.
Bust is momentarily concerned. At which point, you see her take out a picture of the wreckage of the dropship. If blowing someone's home... So what is the real war, then, if blowing up someone's house is a sideshow?
No. That's the ship I shot down.
I lived there.
No. Yeah, well. Plan is to starve you guys out. And that means anything that came from air, that was my job to deal with. Your little friend, if she's still alive, she's probably safe. Boss Lady isn't a monster.
I hope so.
I'm surprised to see you're still alive after poking around there. She didn't leave any surprises for you?
No, Bust says. No surprises.
Anybody ever tell you you've got a really shit poker face?
You see Bust visibly laugh. Ah, yes, but that's not the real reason I lose games now, is it?
Let me guess. You go all in when you shouldn't. You don't know you don't know when to hold and when to stay.
Don't know when to hold. Okay, I'll stop. I'm being a hypocrite.
Well, my call sign is Bust for a reason, and we'll leave it at that.
Look, if I told you what was really going on, as far as the Rangers are concerned, whatever's happening with Evergreen is secondary. It doesn't matter. Your little colony is just nothing but dirt.
So why are you so interested in starving it out if you claim it is so doomed?
Because we thought you were working with the real enemy. And if I told you who they were, you'd never believe me.
Test me.
I can tell you one thing. You say SecCom is gone, right?
Really? You say they aren't?
I'm about to ask you, how sure are you that SecCom is gone?
Considering that Cradle is currently being held by someone who claims to be Third Com, pretty sure.
There's absolutely nothing of SecCom left? Are you really sure about that?
Now that... Let me guess. They're still around.
I told you wouldn't believe me.
Well... That explains the Chow farm.
Again, there's that angry shouting from this Danjiro guy. Once again, Psalm's head kind of whips around, but it's like she kind of catches herself, like she doesn't want to seem too startled by Danjiro's voice around you. Give me a...
Give you a what?
Give me a check. Give me a d20.
Would read a situation take into this?
Yes, it would.
I am rolling like garbage tonight.
Though... Yeah, nah. Anybody would jump a little if, they heard that angry motherfucker. Even the most hardened and, cool-headed of Hercynian snipers.
Well, when SecCom comes rearing into their head, we may need the backup. If that's their idea of training.
Well, I could help you out, but not from in here.
I understand. As Bust basically flashes. As Bust attempts to give a bunch of nonverbal cues as to like, as to like, attempting to give the most friendly face possible. I understand.
All right. Anything more for this scene?
Sure. Bust is going to open up the group chat and say, so, two things. Number one, that new drill instructor of theirs is not going to be putting the militia into shape with the yelling like that. And number two, Setcom might be back.
The fuck you mean Setcom might be back?
I mean, we did see the thing that said SecCom over and over and over again.
Yeah, at which point, what the fuck was that? Bust says, the Chow Farm may not have been an isolated incident.
So what the fuck are we supposed to do then?
Something. Yeah,
which
I
po-
know. Very
Should we
helpful.
know?
Bust is going to quote to what we do, respond with, earn our keep.
You get a message from this is in the group chat. Babushka sends a message on the chat, something along the lines of, "You see, TechCom as an organization may be dead, but many of their ideas live on. Quite a few of them, in fact."
At which point Bust responds with, you may want to think a bit more literally.
I mean... Okay, Neri, quick lore question.
Yeah.
It's pretty much common knowledge that Harrison Armory is made up of former members of SecCom, right?
That is correct. I mean, Harrison's PR won't admit to it, but yes.
They're SecCom with better PR.
They are SecCom with
Yeah.
better PR. But they
And
are
worse, actually doing things.
they are however while they have are part of Union, they are not in control of Union.
Well, actually, they're specifically separate from Union.
Oh, they're
believe.
separate from Union. Yeah. I'm not as read up on the
they're
lore.
a sovereign nation.
They are basically kind of just an empire made up from the descendants of former SecCom loyalists that
They're Setcom's mini-me.
yeah.
They do war crimes even harder.
It's kind of hard to do war crimes as hard as SecCom did. Keep in mind that that Hercynia was the first use of the TBK. It was not the only one. SecCom did TBKs during the Civil War on inhabited human worlds that just that just resisted their anthro-chauvinist ideology. This was actually one of the reasons why all of humanity basically united against the people in charge in SecCom. Because of there was an actual very real fear that SecCom might once again drive humanity to the brink of extinction.
Oh, I got a feeling it's gonna be up to us, and then... Yeah, we're fucked. Humanity is fucked.
So, Olive has spent both downtime actions. I'd like to try and get through this. What about the rest of all y'all's? You all, apart from Olive, you all have one downtime action left.
Can I go next?
Yes.
I would like to
Oh.
stuff.
Oh, yeah. Actually, Michel Kaspersky hasn't had a turn yet.
Would that be
To the
okay,
grand
Thea?
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Oh, I'm gonna
Okay,
have to do
so-
sit-ups.
Oh, you got a DM while you're doing the 5 sit-ups.
Yeah, okay, I'll just do that while you narrate what you are going to be working on.
Okay, so, the next thing I'm gonna look into, what did you call this fancy little box I got?
Cynosure.
The Cynosure. I want to investigate the Cynosure to have a better idea of what it is before I plug it into my mech. Even though part of me just wants to plug it into my mech.
Okay, would that be a hacker fix or an investigate? On
Give me
this
a
thing?
I have both of those skills, I believe. Did I accidentally close out of CompCon? I might have accidentally closed out of CompCon. Let me reopen
No,
CompCon.
you're still here.
What?
No, you're still here.
No, compound.
Oh no.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay. I've had my legs propped up for a second, so give me a minute. Gonna get situated here. Alrighty. That is the Twitch chat, not the app.
What's going on?
I almost typed my roll command into the Twitch chat. No! No!
I get to have some fun.
Hey, narrate.
Hell yeah!
What happened?
Oh god.
So
Oh,
as you're
God.
investigating this program, this black box,
Wait, no, I'm not there. Fuck, I can't help. Never
this
mind.
this Cynosure,
Oh dear.
you can tell that it's very, very, very old code that is written on this black box.
Okay.
The architecture on which the program is built is centuries out of date.
Okay.
Your firewalls and inoculation protocols do not really perceive it as an immediate threat. But
Oh,
as
that's good.
you're working on this thing,
Oh god.
you begin to experience half-perceived, nearly indistinguishable from normal background chatter, a sort of soft giggle, a whisper, a background hum. It sounds like Calypso's voice, but there is no one else in the room with you as you're working on this thing.
Well, she's dead anyways.
What the fuck?
And as for your little
Your one-
black box, the code, when you sort of read into it, the program talks quietly of revenge, of the ordering of things, of a march of blades lifted high against the sun. And you're just
I like
sort
revenge.
and you're just sort of hearing at the edge of your vision just Calypso going again, no one else in the room but you and your strange
Okay.
little black box.
I did not hear your evil giggle. I demand the evil giggle if I'm gonna roll a 1. Okay, that was fucking creepy. I've changed my mind. Take that back.
Oh god.
Now we get a full
I'm just
evil
gonna
laugh.
say we cut it.
I approve.
I love fucking with you guys.
Oh, y'all should hear my evil laugh. Nary's heard it before.
Do I have a better idea what the cynosure even does?
You know that it is on a 1?
Okay.
I could send you the I could read you the thing if you like. It is not marked as an immediate threat.
Listen, we just gotta get ready to bury the old woman.
So, I can read out what it does if you did want to install it. Of course, you rolled a 1, so...
You know what? Fuck it, I installed a 1. I'm plugging it in.
Alright. Gain the...
I think I'm...
Gain...
Okay, I think I'm
so,
better than this thing.
Cynosure. It costs 2 SP. It is exotic gear, unique, and quick tech. You gain the following options for quick tech. Celestial ordering. Every character on the battlefield involuntarily moves 1 space in a direction of your choice, ignoring engagement and without provoking reactions. They must all move in the same direction. Unblinking pursuit. A hostile character within line of sight must succeed on a system save or be mesmerized. Choose another visible character. Any voluntary movement the mesmerized character makes must be toward the chosen character by the most direct route possible. This effect ends when the mesmerized character starts or ends their turn adjacent to any other character. Otherwise, it lasts until the end of combat.
Oh, this wasn't bad at all, guys.
So you can literally... Celestial ordering is fun, because you can literally make the entire battlefield slide to the left, beep, slide to the right, beep,
No.
crisscross, beep, beep, crisscross, beep, beep. And unblinking pursuit is just...
No one, huh?
You hypnotize them and you're like, "Come into my parlor," said the spider to the fly.
Oh my god, I'm sorry.
What the hell?
Nary, you're a monster. I hope you know that.
You're evil.
As you step outside, after installing the cynosure, you into Domus. You begin to see, for brief flashes and seconds, a curious, fleeting ordering of the world. Trees bending in the wind, all in the same direction. Insects crawling in perfectly straight columns for too long. Pedestrians walking in perfect sync for too many steps.
What the fuck is happening?
What if I say bye to Babushka?
Everything
She's dead.
around you seems to be very, very, almost uncannily, mechanically well ordered. Like,
Oh dear God. Sorry, I was reading the cynosure thing and I got distracted. I'm so sorry.
okay, I will copy both of these into the chat. Do you trust your own eyes?
No.
Would you ask your comrade, I'm sure you know, asking your comrades to confirm what you may or may not have seen would likely plant a seed of doubt in them? As well, wouldn't it? So, you gonna tell people about this?
I don't know. Probably not.
You sort of hear almost a voice right next to you, as if it's right in your ear, Calypso's voice.
Smart girl.
Oh my God!
That was creepy. What the fuck?
What the fuck, indeed?
It made me feel things, and I feel bad now.
Oh dear
God
God.
damn it, there. You got me looking
Oh
behind me.
God damn it! I have fucking Shodan as for a pet now. Fuck. Fuck me.
Some of you are
damn it.
creeped out, and I'm just like, I wish I could hear Ava say that.
Oh, what the hell?
Thanks,
Yeah, I won't lie. That
Mary.
maybe did something for me.
Oh my.
Oh my
Damn it,
god.
I really do fit into this fucking group. Fuck.
Okay, so
Did you just crack Vardis's egg? What the fuck?
No, I'm not. No, not in that way. I mean the fact that we have a bunch of subs here.
Yeah, just like you.
it's a bunch of subs plus Thea and Neri.
No.
Hey, hey, hey! I'm a
Hey.
switch.
You are a
I'm a
switch.
switch.
You're both
Hello.
switches. You're right.
Also, a lot of us have similar humor.
Yes,
and just
that's
a lot
true.
of similar thought patterns. The only difference is minimal in the fact that I'm cishet. That's literally the only way I'm different from y'all.
No.
I have
I'm
no
gonna have to
subscriptions
give you
pending.
the Sinosure thing.
The
I
what?
already got it.
You already got it? You
Oh.
got it
Oh,
installed?
them.
Yep.
I am no subscriber.
I got rid of my stable systems. I figure I'm a little unstable now.
You were always unstable.
More
What's the
ways than
difference?
one,
Fuck
probably.
you, Martis.
Exactly, Ernest. She's always unstable.
So, we've got Olive, or Ismed, and Michel have done their remaining downtime actions. What would the rest of y'all like to do?
It did stuff.
We have, Rook has a downtime action. Bust has a downtime action remaining.
I think I used both of mine.
Did you?
I dug up the past and then I gathered information from Psalm.
That's true, you did. So that leaves Rook, Gundega, and Jess with one downtime action left.
I honestly don't know what I can do.
Same.
How about you, Thea? Any ideas?
I'll go next. Fuck it. Go past the Kraken. Ah, fuck. Crash. Krakatoa. There we go. Gundega is going to get organized. Her focus is military.
Okay, let me look at the thing.
She's basically trying to run the books and make sure everything's going well for her mercenary unit she's with.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so. Give me a roll.
Why the fuck am I falling asleep? I'm sorry, everyone.
You're good.
The answer. You are tired.
My older brother hit me on the foot to help wake me up a little.
I can do it again if you want.
Nah.
Thanks,
So-
Griff.
I
You're
roll
welcome.
I roll a d20, and I'm gonna ask if this skill is appropriate. Lead/inspire. I'm basically trying to go through and just get people to do better.
Sure.
Ha!
And I will use one of my 2d6 that I had saved on this.
Go for it.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
$15.
We got a 15.
Mm-hmm. Your organization is stable. It gains +2 efficiency or influence to a maximum of 6.
I'm gonna go ahead and say our merc company has influence +2.
All right.
Yep.
That leaves us with Rook and Jess as the
Come on,
last.
well, is it okay if I do it next while I'm still technically awake?
Sure.
I mean, I can still hit you again.
Please don't. All right. Anyway, what are the options?
So you can obtain power at a cost where you can definitely get something, but it could have consequences.
It doesn't really feel like a Rook thing to do.
You could buy some time. You could gather information. You could have R&R down the well, or get you could get creative, invent things, try and just engineer things. You could get focused, practice on your skills, your training, or your self-improvement, work on your sharpshooting. You could get organized, which is what Gundega just did. You could get connected, where you like make friends and drum up support.
Get connected. I think that'd fit best for who Rook is.
Mm-hmm. Who are you gonna get connected with? This is like you're going in to call in favors to ask for help. Who are you asking for help?
Am I allowed to ask? Hold on, I want. Okay. Am I allowed to talk to that one person who had known Rook's brother?
Psalm?
Yeah, Psalm.
Psalm.
It's okay if no.
Psalm will help you, but you've got to do a favor or make good on a promise afterwards.
All right.
If you don't follow through on that, you essentially treat that as a 9 or less. But yeah, Psalm will be like, it's difficult from what I can do. It's gonna be difficult to help from, can't really do much from in here. Maybe, if you can help me out.
All right, and how would you want me to help you out? Help me help you, help me help. You know what I mean.
Way I see it. You want to know more about your brother? I can help you find out, just, not from in here. That guy.
Rook wants to help.
What's the name of that guy? Donjuro? Why don't you and him act as my guards on the next rotation?
I guess that could be possible. And I think another way you could help us is put a good word and make sure the hostage doesn't get hurt too badly, at least.
The hostage is not going to be hurt. Boss Lady isn't a monster.
Good.
If anything, she's probably learning a lot over there.
No, just imagine it cutting to her. She's like, oh my god, this technology is so cool! Messing with something.
Keep asking for burgers.
Yes.
Destroy their infrastructure by asking for more burgers.
Yeah.
So,
No, they have a guard specifically just to stop her from asking for more burgers.
God damn it. Okay, can we get back on track?
Yes.
So, you are
Rook
assigned...
does have a lot of stealth capabilities, if you remember.
Rook does. So, you are assigned to, I'm just gonna pull up a placeholder footage for this little asshole, and he's... If it is possible for a man to be even angrier than, Danjiro, than, fucking Roy Mauler, you think it might be this Anandar Danjiro character. And, let me see if I can find a portrait for him. I couldn't really find one for Danjiro, so...
Here's my question. How would the others react to what Rook is doing?
Do they know?
No.
Then they wouldn't react.
They don't.
And it's not like we're getting much info out of them anyway, and it's better to have them able to potentially assist us in case things go south.
Unless they decide to shoot us in the head later.
Exactly.
But I'm not
Well,
there, and I
it-
just
it-
let an
it-
Eldritch
it-
Horror,
chances-
like, plug into my mech, so I ain't got no room to talk, brother.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, you are guarding Psalm's, like, makeshift prison with, this grumbly-ass motherfucker.
Rook
And-
might break his no-kill rule with this fuck.
Actually, you'll see, give me a... What talents does Rook have? Give me... I'm asking for you to make a roll.
Alright, he has X unseen or unheard. He has spot, and he has take someone out, and he has investigate.
Give me an investigate roll.
Alright, so...
You notice something. You start to pick up on something as this guy, Anandar Danjiro, is just complaining and complaining about these worthless, inexperienced greenhorn militia. Don't even know how to hold a fucking rifle. You notice a little something in his accent. He sounds like... It's very faint. His accent is very faint, but it almost sounds like the sort of accent similar to what the other Rangers had. The ones you took prisoner that didn't speak modern Galcom. It sounds like
Rook?
that, and then, in that moment, you remember, in addition to you, Psalm asked you and Danjiro to guard her cell specifically. Why?
I thought it was their cell.
What?
I thought it was their cell, not
Their
her
cell.
cell.
Their cell. Yeah, my bad. But they asked for this guy specifically. Why?
Rook, if you were smart, you would play it cool.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So, how long have you been working here? I've been working here less than a week.
Yeah. Fancy ass mech pilots. Don't you dare forget it's the foot sloggers that do most of the work.
Agreed.
You notice something else about this guy. His eyes are a little bit bloodshot. Likely, you've seen this before. It is, evidence of stim usage. Often used by mech pilots on long, long deployments.
Oof. Well, that explains why he's being an asshole. He's just tired.
Yeah, specifically, though, it's used by mech pilots.
No, I know, but like that's what Rook is noting is that he's
Yeah.
not an asshole. He's just tired.
You know what?
No, wait until he learns. No, they are just an asshole.
You know what, kid? How old are you?
I'm trying to remember what I said as Rook's age.
He's like one of the younger members of the team, isn't he?
Yeah, I think he's like 20, 22. 22. How about you?
Mid-30s.
So,
Met my wife when we were about your age.
huh.
And at the mention of his wife, you notice he kind of just his grip on his rifle just tightens a lot.
Huh.
Oh, he's getting ready.
Reminds me of. I wonder if my brother would have had a wife or even a husband now.
Who was your...
Makes me think just how dumb all this death is.
You remind me of someone I used to know. Your name is Rykard, right? Your last
Yep.
name wouldn't happen to be Blanchard, would it?
That it would. Sounds like yet another person who knows me more than I know myself, thanks to my brother, eh?
Well, Rykard Blanchard, I got a little proposition for you.
Let's hear it.
Why don't you take 5 for a moment?
I do need to go
Oh,
on a
no.
bit of a pee break. Then again, let's just make sure. Maybe I should check the cameras. They have been a little buggy lately.
Donjiro's eyebrow kind of raises. By all means.
No, I just saw something terrible. Rykard. No, Rykard. No, it's the dumbest thing he could do, which he totally would do is. Rykard notices something out of place. A cart that just so happens to be tall enough that after he pushes it out of the way so he can pick up some scraps on the floor so that no one trips on them later. Unfortunately, that cart is now blocking the camera.
And give me an act unseen or unheard roll.
Alright, let me get that up. Is that good?
The cart is only in the path of the camera for maybe 1 minute, maybe 2 minutes before the guard is relieved. And you are relieved by Danny Yes Ma'am Erickson and Zeb Firehose Markowski. And as they open the cargo container to check on the prisoner, the alarm goes up, but by then, too late. Whoever was there, Psalm is long gone.
I knew it.
Hey, think about it. It does also push forward Rykard's own story.
Yep. So,
And it might be a feather in the cap that will help us, that will potentially help us later, and potentially help our pilot.
yeah. So,
I hope y'all liked that.
last bit of downtime before an emergency meeting is called because of the breakout.
God, what have I done?
This will have consequences.
Yes, massive
Oh, no.
consequences.
Jess, what
Hey,
is your
Neri.
last
I'll
downtime
be
action?
right back. I'll be right back.
She's just drinking at the bottom of the well, just talking to, Anne.
You're gonna hang out with Anne?
Yeah,
Alright, so
try to get a little bit more.
So, give me a D20 roll. And you can add stuff to it. You can add one of your skill check, one of your D6s to it too.
I can add the D6 to this.
I think so. Well, no, it was Thea's D6, wasn't it?
I have no idea.
It was mine.
Yeah, you're right. My bad. Just a flat D6.
Alright, so just a D6.
No,
No, D20.
no, D20.
Okay, D20. Nothing else.
Do you have any social skills you can add?
I don't think so.
Let me look at your sheet. Nope, that's gonna take, here's Jess. Narrative, assault, blow something up, pull rank, read a situation, or survive. I suppose indirectly you could add pull rank to it just because Anne kinda looks up to you, as you were one of the people who was nice to her at her worst spot in life.
Alright, what do I add to that?
+2.
Alright.
Or you could just click on, pull rank in the thing, I guess. I'm being generous here. Let it be known. I'm being very generous. So on your sheet, you click on your sheet, and you go to pilot, you go to pilot narrative, and when it says pull rank, you click on that D20 dice logo to roll it.
Pilot narrative. Okay, then I go pull rank.
Yeah, you just click on that.
Okay, doing that now. Then roll.
Well, you find something out. You don't really progress the CRT relationship clock any, because after a few drinks in, you learn something. Anne Lawrence cannot hold her liquor for the life of her. Despite being a cyborg, she just, like, smells it and is just bleh. She's a fucking lightweight among lightweights, and so you basically have to haul her back to a very irate-looking, Eddie. He's still kind of, like, stone-faced, but you can tell he's not entirely happy about these circumstances. And with that...
Listen, she didn't have a drop.
I'm sure. Try and be a...
It's like, am I in trouble with the group?
They don't know that it was you, do they?
Yeah, but I mean, like, I meant outside of... I meant out of
Out of
character.
character? No, it's your character's action.
Not at all. I think it's hilarious. The best role players are the ones who cause trouble.
Yeah.
I'm a firm believer in that.
Huh.
Oh, wait until my girlfriend hears how Rykard broke
friend of Rykard's brother out of jail accidentally moved a cart in the way of a camera.
Yeah. So, you are
Dumbest
all
way.
immediately summoned to Patience's office.
Oh, something tells me I shouldn't avoid this one.
You all,
Yeah,
once
Patience.
again, the CRT is there too, as is Brava Hadura, the militia commander, who you all remember, being like a very serious woman, and Patience says, I am afraid that there has been an incident. We have reason to
Oh, yeah?
suspect that Evergreen has been infiltrated.
What would make you
And this
suspect that?
affects. Oh, Michelle is like, and this affects us how? We are not prison guards, or I shouldn't say that. That'll give me away. Make me a suspect. We are not spies. We are mech pilots. We make giant robots fight.
I am quite aware, but if Miss Brava Hadura, commander of our militia, may give her report. Brava Hadura, the militia commander, kind of steps up and says, you remember our little guest that you all captured? The sniper?
Yeah, that bitch.
What
Yes.
about him?
Who
What
got him?
about
I love how everyone's immediate reaction is, who gives a shit about them? What about them? Not, oh yeah, I remember them. It's who cares?
They've managed to give us the slip. Somehow they
Huh?
got out of our cell.
All right.
And you
Immediately
can see
Finster's
that
gonna-
Brava Hadura is looking at Rook especially harshly.
Fencer's gonna first off read a situation and then, but before that, it's gonna be like, here's the deal. I get it's our enemy. At least your enemy, not mine. I'm just paid to do this. You don't call a person an ant unless they consent to that. So keep your mouth shut. Let me do my job. Second, why are you glaring at my team member?
He was on watch when it happened. I'd like to hear what he has to say about it.
There, 17.
Brava Hadura is unsure, because seeing as it was you guys that captured Psalm in the first place, but kinda has some inklings of suspicion towards Rook especially.
Fencer's gonna turn to Rook. What did you do?
I didn't do anything wrong. I was on guard duty, guarding the to help relieve a guard who was busy alongside another guard, and while I was doing that, there was a spill, and I went to clean it up, which I thought was part of the guard duty.
Who's
Would
with
rather
who
not
was,
have someone
who
get
was
hurt.
with you? By the way, this is not me actually making Barnes. You see Fencer immediately raise her voice. Who was with you?
Danjiro, Greytowner, member of the Merricktown Regiment of Foot.
I don't recall that was his name.
Anandar Danjiro. Where's he?
Where is he? Well,
I
Rook?
honestly
Where
wouldn't
the-
be able to tell you.
God damn it! You see Fencer yell. What the fuck?
Well,
Oh look!
Looks like
we
you're-
get another.
looks like
Sorry.
like you're not as professional as we thought. You did some pretty good work stabilizing the situation, but maybe leave the more nuanced parts of the job, like guard duty, to us roughnecks next time, how about?
Guard duty? Guard duty? Fencer's just like, here's the deal. Rook, we're gonna have a conversation later about this, the entire team with you. I'm then gonna turn to the guard and be like, we do not refer to prisoners as it. They are people too.
Oh, did I say it? That was not intentional. Out of character. That was not intentional. Brava would not have said that.
Okay. Just roll with it. It could be a cool character moment.
The good news is, we don't think they've left the city just yet. They'd have to get over the wall, and right now, all of our we've doubled the watch between us and the Merricktown Lance, or Merricktown Regiment. No sign of this Danjiro character, though.
Grimdega's gonna narrow her eyes, look into his regiment. And at this point, she's gonna turn to the MHP who's in charge of this place, be like, I need a smoke. I'll be back. And storm out.
There is one other matter, and I'd like for you all to be present for it. This one is of utmost urgence.
And that is?
We've received reports and corroborating documentation of these anomalous machines. We will continue to monitor the situation and prepare our armory accordingly. However, at this time, the primary threat remains the Raiders, and Evergreen requests that they be your main priority as well. Which brings us back to the matter at hand of our escaped Raider. Your efforts at pushing back... I am not finished, Miss Fencer.
She holds her hand up. You say that. But my buddy Bust did some research. What the fuck is this about Secom still being around?
What? Adenergy looks dumbfounded. Patience is kind of still an emotionless mask, but just kind of holographic eyebrow raises, sort of befuddled. And Adenergy, her face is also always an impassive, like, mask. Even she's kind of like,
We responded to a distress call. At a farm not far from here, and it turned out to be a bunch of subalterns being hijacked by something.
That was the reason why Contingency White was called here.
Yeah, they were mentioning SATCOM. And we did some research outside of here, and we found SETCOM artifacts near operational. What the fuck is going on, Patience? And she's gonna take control to try and get information.
Patience, looks over to, Brava Hadura. Can you verify this?
16.
Brava Hadura is just kind of flabbergasted. This is the first I've ever heard of this.
May I speak up?
Go
I know
ahead,
the Raiders seem like a problem, but perhaps we have something even bigger to deal with, first and foremost. What do you think?
The fuck you mean?
No, I think you are wrong about this, Rook. I am interested to hear more about SETCOM as well.
No, that's what Rook is getting at, is that he thinks the SATCOM thing is more important right now than the potential Raiders.
Yeah, I'm with Rook and Babushka. What the fuck is going on with the SETCOM shit?
Yes.
I don't care to work for fascists.
If there is an organized element of SECCOM still around, then you are correct. This would present an even graver threat than any band of raiders possibly could. I suggest that it may require a shift in focus.
Sounds good, friend. Let's do it then.
Very well. Brava Hedora, I hereby request that we immediately investigate the strange subaltern incident. I am understood that Anne Laurent has cataloged the remains of this broadcast. Is this correct? And she's like, yeah. Hi, everyone. On behalf of the, CRT, I examined the, what the Lancers left of what appears to be a 500-year-old automated Spike-class electronic warfare system. One of those could turn an entire group of subalterns into a small army. And if there's more than one of those, well, that would be, bad.
Catastrophic.
Yeah, what Jess said. So, it is not impossible. Like, for SecCom era, much of SecCom's military on Hercynia was indeed automated. And so if something was left buried, then the possibility is small, but it is not zero.
Then let's go digging.
Indeed. Once we've verified the existence of this SecCom threat, I am hereby sorry, let me rephrase this. With the addition of our escaped prisoner, our militia has already been raised to max alert level, and thus, once we verify the existence of this SecCom element, we should focus our efforts on eliminating, and you hear in the background an explosion along the walls of Evergreen.
That wasn't me.
As the radio pops up and you hear Beeble on the other end. Contact Southgate. Can't get a shot. Tower 12 is gone. Say again. Hostile contact Southgate. All units respond. It's the fucking Rangers.
So, you see Gundega shoot a glare at Rook. Everyone get ready. Start running towards her mech.
Wait, they say everyone but Rook?
No, she shoots a glare at you and just says, and then looks to the rest. Everyone get ready. Get in your mechs. Get going. And she starts
You
running
hear,
towards her.
you hear also...
Aye, Captain.
You hear also another comm. This one is from, Yes Ma'am. Contacts north! Rangers, small group, mechanized, laying down LMGs, infantry suppressed, could really use some mechanized support up north. And you hear Eddie Wu says, hey, Mirror Smoke, we'll take the south group, you head north.
Can do, Mr. Wu. Get on it.
I got a feeling I know what's gonna happen.
Neri, I have a couple questions for you.
Yes.
One, when I plug Cynoshore in, I have a CompCon unit in my mech. How does it interact with the CompCon unit?
The CompCon unit seems to be Acting a little erratically, talking about the order of all things at first, but then, bloop, just a couple flickers, resumes normal operations. Everything seems to be fine.
Yay.
And my next question is...
Let me change the music for something more appropriate for an imminent attack, though.
Yeah, no worries.
Stop this.
I have a genuine question though. Are we going to do a combat or can we end before the combat? Because no offense, I don't think we have enough time for a full combat.
What do y'all think?
It's 10 a.m. It's 10 p.m. and I gotta get to bed.
That is a fair point.
Yeah.
We did make some significant progress though, and we start with a mission. I feel like this was a good role-playing session. My second question, Neri. Can I communicate with Cynoshore? If I talk to them, will they talk back?
They do talk back.
I'm gonna ask Cynoshore what their thoughts are on the return of Secom.
It is good to return to the natural order of things after a period of such chaos. Don't you agree?
You got a fascist in your bot!
2 questions for you, Neri.
Yes.
One, is this in Calypso's voice, or is it a different voice?
It is just a line of code on a screen, but you do hear in the back of your ear, well, now this is interesting.
God damn it, Neri.
I ripped the thing out.
You're ripping out Cynoshore?
I'm ripping out Cynoshore. As powerful as an ability as that is, and I want to keep it, I'm not having a fucking Secom.
Hold on.
I don't know.
Give me an opposed roll.
I don't know. I do like power.
Give me an opposed roll.
Okay. I don't know if I actually want to rip it out. I like power.
You said you'd do it. You said you'd do it.
Power is tasty, but can you eat it?
Okay, you rip it out. And certainly...
Is there a consequence? Does my mech, like... I feel like I should suffer something in the next battle. I'll be down 2 system points. That's part of it. I don't have time to install anything else. But second question is... like, do you want to make me suffer any other consequences? You want to think about that?
About that. You rip the thing out, and you see. Give me a hacker fix roll.
Oh, God.
Oh, no.
Who just laughed evilly?
Me.
Fuck
Thea.
you, Thea. $21, bitch!
So, the good news is you got the black box out of your mech. The bad news is the line of code is still in your mech's compcon.
You infected your back with an HP. Oh,
It is replicating as you now realize what this thing is, what Cynoshore is. This is, essentially, for all intents and purposes, a 500-year-old military-grade computer virus.
Oh, fuck.
Yay.
Oh no!
Oh, God damn.
You fucked up.
They already got good enough roll. He couldn't do shit to help that roll.
Remember what I said, Varnus. People doing stupid shit in games.
Moves the
Is what
plot
makes things
forward.
good.
Cliffhanger. If I'm being honest, I think that's a good cliffhanger there.
That is a great cliffhanger.
That's a good one.
The robot is a fascist. Dramatic drum roll.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Next
Poor
time on
Domus.
No Room for a Wallflower. Looks like we're
Poor
not
Domus.
done fighting the Rangers just yet.
I feel bad for Domus. I just found a profile picture for him too.
You did?
Yeah, It's copyrighted material, but I'll post it to the group chat.
You could maybe reprogram or sanitize it. You don't know. It came
That's
from
so
a
funny.
literal Secom machine. What did you think was gonna happen?
Alright.
No.
All right, so I guess that is where we're going to end tonight's session. Did y'all have fun?
Yes.
Nope, 5
No,
stars.
hell
you
yeah.
didn't.
I'm worried about.
I'm gonna cry.
Am I to blame for a lot of the shit going on, or would that have happened either way?
It doesn't
It would have
matter.
happened
No.
either way. Also,
It-
keep in mind, Psalm is not out there fighting you guys. Psalm has not yet escaped the city. Just their cell.
Yeah,
Also,
but
think
anyway,
about it this way. Like, even if it was your fault, that's the point. We're here to tell a
Okay,
good story.
Yeah.
Like me plugging a fucking rootkit and a 500-year-old rootkit of Doom into my mech.
Yeah.
you just
Yeah, that was just
solved your
stupidity.
bag. How's it feel, Kylisa?
I feel bad.
You better hope it
Good.
considers you the pilot.
Well,
Alright.
I just ripped it out, so I don't know.
5 squats. 1, 2,
Oh yeah. Neri.
3,
After the call, can we talk in DMs?
5. Yeah, sure. After the call, we can talk. We can indeed talk in DMs.
We can
as,
actually.
Thank you.
as
I actually
I,
gotta get going. I'll see y'all next time. Okay?
yeah, as I am
This was
going
fun.
to.
I had a great time, y'all.
Yeah.
Kylisa, I need to talk to you in my server. Okay?
This was
In
fun.
a chat? Okay.
Habanero, great day.
Have a great
Well,
day.
Yeah, have a great day.
So, everybody in chat, this is where I'm gonna leave y'all for the night, and I am gonna be sending y'all to. Who are we gonna raid? Who's online to send the party to?
Bye, Neri.
Bye.
Bye, chat.
Oh look, Baffy the Saffy is live. You know what?
I still need to meet Baffy.
Why don't I send y'all to Baffy the Saffy? So, everybody, this is where I'm gonna leave y'all for the night. I want you all to remember, be good to yourselves, be good to each other, be good to Baffy the Saffy. Be very, very careful with 500-year-old fascist computer codes. Maybe don't stick them in your mech.
Exactly.
And as always, be gay, do crime, and I will see you all next time.